Hey people, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining, liking, and subscribing. So, anyways, I want to throw something out there to our fellow Americans. If they could create some sort of a bill, law, or passage for Europeans living in Canada that are pretty much displaced. Um, I've talked about this on the channel over the years and stuff with the mass deportation of Europeans, predominantly Portuguese families being deported from Canada in mass that were promised full path to citizenship and everything here. And this is something that's going to become more of a problem for Europeans living in Canada. So up until 93, Canada brought in Europeans and they closed immigration back in 93 to Europeans coming to Canada. Now, from then, they started placing the Canadians don't want to work that job mentality to people. I'm like, what is that even supposed to mean? That never made any sense. Oh, Canadians don't work those jobs. What jobs? Office jobs, bank jobs, working in different levels of the city, or even you get what I'm saying. So that myth that Canadians don't want to work those jobs has destroyed the fabric of Canada, because I made this video, again, this video I made about 6 years ago about a district manager in the fast food industry that told me that they get a resume from someone that's Caucasian or of European descendants, they destroy the resume. They don't even put it on file that they've even applied. So this is something that's been happening for a long time now. Now, what I'm asking America or Americans is if they could allow in to prove that European citizens that are living in Canada or European descendants of 2-3 generations living in Canada, and they could prove that their forefather, or my father, my grandfather, or you get what I'm saying, my uncles or whatever, that we could prove that we contributed and built the infrastructure that we're not allowed to be a part of anymore. My dad worked on a lot of office buildings in downtown Toronto. They wouldn't employ me there, right? Predominantly for being Portuguese. That was a big problem. And I'll make a separate video of all the jobs I went to that I got fired from when they found out I was Portuguese. I'll make a video on that separately. So there's a lot of Europeans that are becoming more and more displaced. There are a lot of Europeans in Canada that have this fear in them that they're being blamed for everything that's going on, right? And they're not. And if America could do the European Displacement Act or European Movement Displacement Act to help people that do want to be productive, the people that do want to be part and support and contribute and be productive citizens and, work hard to live the American dream, to buy their home, to raise their family, send their kids to school, go to the cottage on the weekends, for people that want that. Because there's a lot of people in Canada that have been displaced because Canadians, they fall under that act that Canadians don't want to work those jobs. Or they're falling under the act where they don't want to take a potion, hocus pocus potion, and they are being displaced, right? Because of the beliefs and the problems they left Europe for in the first place are reoccurring here in Canada. And it's becoming really bad. And I'm really worried. I'm very worried about this. I'm very worried about where things are going to be headed in the next 2 to 5 years here, and very concerned. But we are pretty much in a state of stuck. Pretty much can't really even leave the country from last I checked. Pretty much can't really do anything. So I'm asking Americans or American Congress or American different layers of government, if they're hearing this, to pass a European Displacement Act bill to allow, just to apply. Let us apply. This is that. Here's this. This is where my dad worked. This is where I worked. This is where I contributed. This is blah, blah, blah. This is this. And we want to be working class citizens. We want to be blue collar. Some people want to be white collar, whatever. But if they have the proof that they have, look, I own a business, maybe create a visa system for people that own a business in Canada that are being bombarded under attack to move the business legally there and show the moving trucks, the rentals, and this, and have a customs border inspect the items and stuff. Like, there's got to be something for displaced Europeans living in Canada. Canada deported scores of Portuguese in 2007 and 8. A lot of them were promised permanent residency, and then when the housing market started to go south in 2007 and 8, they just went on vehicle blitzes. They went to high schools to grab children that spoke Portuguese. They arrested people on site, and without even allowing to get their clothing and stuff. But this just didn't happen with the Portuguese. It happened with the Ukrainians for a good while. It happened with the Hungarians. It happened with the Polish. It happened with a lot of European migrants or immigrants that came here to really work the work, buy their homes. So that's all I ask of America, because a lot of us are hardworking. A lot of us do have our eye on the prize. A lot of us still have hope of something, right? And I've tried to be an American. I watched my video. I really did try. I did all the paperwork, did everything by the book. I found a big company to sponsor me. I did everything. The company even surrendered their big company surrendered their financials to the banks and everything. The banking financials to the government, because that's how bad they wanted me to be employed there. So anyways, there's got to be something. There has to be something for the displaced Europeans that can't get the jobs that they qualify for, or can't even get the basic positions that they're not allowed to get because of that thing that, oh, Canadians don't want to work in the banks. Canadians don't want to work in office buildings. Oh, Canadians don't want... It started with fast food. Oh, Canadians don't want to work in fast food. I'm like, what about all the high school kids paying for their college? That's when they started to federalize student loans. So you don't have to work summer. Get a student loan. Look where that's gotten us. Look where that's taken when they federalized that. So that's what I hope, that there's some sort of a movement to help, again, displaced Europeans in Canada, because I get a lot of emails from people and they tell me the same thing. That, Mike, I feel you. I'm sorry what happened with the Portuguese. You don't have to be sorry to me about that. That's something that a country makes on their own. That's laws that countries pass. Right? And I don't have any, it's what they want to do. The fact that bothers me is when they hide the fact that happened and erased all the articles. Go ahead and look up Portuguese mass deportation, purging of families on the CTV and CBC and all the Canadian. Gone. All the articles. Hundreds of them. I think it was the Hamilton Star, the Toronto Star, the Sunday Sun in Toronto. They were covering it like crazy. And it's all gone. Erased from history. And that's what bothers me. That's what really is the fact. It's not the fact that it happened. It's the fact that they're hiding it and making it a big, like they're making us look like we're liars now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I look forward. Should there be something for European Canadians that live in Canada that have, been displaced or been pushed around because of many things? I'm going to make a video of all the jobs that I got fired from because they found out I was Portuguese in the city of Toronto and surrounding area. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Mike Martin's here. Guys, I'll leave the link to the last Mike in the Night in the first comment there. I have spoken.